Hey folks, John here. Thank you for tuning in and welcome back once again to This World My Take, where the headlines meets real talk. How you guys doing, folks? I hope you're doing good and you're living out your best life and staying safe, folks. Please, I would like to beg on you to support the channel by hitting that subscribe button, smashing that like, and turning on your notification so that whenever I do drop something, you will get notified first. Now let's get into the reason why we are here today, folks. Oh boy, they are doing everything they can. They are trying to distract and derail the American people. But the American people are saying, state fact, like we want the Epstein files released. Now, folks, I want to talk about the recent situation of the director of Trump's Director of National Intelligence, and she goes by the name Tulsi Gabbard, who came to the White House. She pushes Obama conspiracy. I have never ever seen an administration so out of God, like out of rail, like an administration living in a delusional world like this one. But of course, I did see the same administration the first term of this guy. It's crazy that when the American people are busy and we want to know exactly who are those that were involved in the raping of young women as young as 14 years old. We want to know who are those that were whining and dining with disgraced financier Jeffrey Epstein's. Oh, this administration, knowing rightfully well that their court leader's name is all over that Epstein file list. Because, let's be honest, folks, this man did mention a while back that he has known Jeffrey Epstein for so long. And Jeffrey Epstein did mention to American author Michael Wolff that he was Donald Trump's best friend for 15 years. Of course, being Donald Trump's best friend for 15 years, we all know that given the fact that this man's life is the same as Jeffrey Epstein's life, we all know that there's no way that this man's name is not on any part of those lists. Could it be that it's because that this man's name is all over it in an embarrassing way that this administration, of course, Trump's lackeys, his officials are doing everything to ensure that they protect their court leader? Could that be the reason, ladies and gentlemen? Of course, we all know exactly what it is. And to add insults to injury, these folks come up with the lamest conspiracy theories that ever existed on earth. Now they are pushing this whole nonsense about Obama conspiracy, Obama being in charge, Obama caused this, Obama caused that. We all know that this man's life, he has never ever been held accountable for anything. And now that he's being held accountable, not just by the opposition, but by people in his own base who ran and supported this man based on the fact that they were going to be releasing, or he was going to be releasing, names of political elites who were in this pedophilic ring that Mr. Jeffrey Epstein was, coordinating. He was like the quarterback of that thing. And now that this guy comes into office and he sees that his name is on it, all over on it, he orders his, his AG Pam Bundy to go say, hey, you know what? There's actually nothing to see here. And now they're using this delay tactics. They're using this distraction, this derail them, point the people over to a different direction. I'm not going to talk much. I want us to watch this lady at the White House giving this pathetic conspiracy that she has. Watch.
A short time ago, the DNI, Tulsi Gabbard, outlining claims of an alleged conspiracy by top Obama administration officials to manufacture the idea that Russia interfered in the 2016 presidential election, which is something that is just true and long held, that Russia did interfere in the 2016 presidential election.
Republicans and Democrats said so quite publicly at the time. Well, yesterday, President Trump said former President Obama was guilty, quote, of treasonous behavior. Today, DNI Gabbard did not go that far.
When you look at the intent behind creating a fake manufactured intelligence document that directly contradicts multiple assessments that were created by the intelligence community, the expressed intent and what followed afterward can only be described as a years-long coup and a treasonous conspiracy against the American people, our republic, and an attempt to undermine President Trump's administration.
Well, folks, you heard her. Now, let me say this. There's something that gets this man pissed about President Barack Obama. There's some level of hatred, like deep-seated hatred for Barack Obama that this man has, and he is pure jealousy. But to think that at 79 years old, almost getting to 80, I don't get this whole hatred for a man that is cooler than you, is smarter than you, is more intelligent than you. His presidency was at least, he gave us a whole lot of things to live for than you. Accountability, this man was very accountable and open to a certain degree than you. But you are bent on this. Now, the fact that this director of national intelligence, Tulsi Gabbard, is trying to promote this man's nasty conspiracies, it tells me one thing, ladies and gentlemen. It tells me that the American people are very, very gullible, and it's easy to fool and deceive some people and just pretend like reality is not true. We know that there have been enormous investigation on this by the Congress, this conspiracy that they are trying to pull out. We all know that years ago, man, Congress came out and investigations were done. Now they are coming up like this new evidence, like this new thing. It sounds to me like somebody is scared shitless of the Epstein case situation. It sounds to me like somebody is trying to hide the fact that they are all over the Epstein file. If you were not all over the Epstein file, remember, you directed people to put 1,000 of personnel on this case, and they should flag down anything that has to do with Donald Trump. This is really a disgrace, I would say this. And to end this, I want to let you guys know, no matter how these folks in this administration try to distract the American people from knowing the truth about the Epstein file, the more we are getting very, very irritated, and the more we will keep calling for the Epstein files to be released. If you run on the principle that, on the promise that you are going to release the Epstein file, and a whole lot of your base, the MAGA base, ran to you because of this, because we want to know of those who are busy raping 14-year-old women up and down. We need to know that. So all of these distraction tactics, it is not going to help you, Donnie boy. This is not going to work this time around. Accountability, we must get. Folks, this world is complicated, and we will keep talking about it. Stay blessed.